All right, one of the best young players in the NFL, Puka Nacua, is here. He's with Pepsi. What's going on, buddy?
Man, life is good out here in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'd say. I want to start here. So everybody who's a good young receiver now, if they're not in the first round, becomes the next Puka Nacua. Or everybody's like, hey, what can this guy be Puka Nacua? Anybody's like a third-round pick, fourth-round pick, fifth-round pick. If the GM calls you and says, what traits make the next Puka Nacua? From a college guy, a guy who's going to grind and become an immediate star, maybe under the radar in college, what are you going to tell them?
I think toughness. I think that's one of the things that separates some of the guys who enjoy physicality in the game of football and some of the guys who don't. And I think that's something that you need. Football is a physical game, whether you play quarterback, whether you play wide receiver, or whether you play long snapper. There's a lot of big moving parts that involve the part of the game of football, and you need that.
It's a beautiful way to put it. How did you learn toughness is a wide receiver. There are tough wide receivers. Yeah. Some of them, I think sometimes they get branded, it's a diva or whatever. No. There's some positions, especially on the Rams, that require toughness on the outside of the field. How did you develop wide receiver toughness?
I think, I was blessed to be able to watch Cooper Kupp, and somebody set the example right before me. When I first got drafted, the film I was watching was of Robert Woods, somebody who's also showed a lot of physicality in the run game and in his play style. And some of that, man, when I'm watching the film, I try to adopt, and I feel like it made it super exciting to be like, man, I want my tape to look like exactly how that person does. And when you have somebody as good as Cooper Kupp do it right in front of you and show you the way and allowing you to have the notes and the understanding to get that point, it made it really easy.
I know you've been asked a lot about Cooper Kupp and obviously his statement the other day and what's going on right now, and I don't want to make you rehash that or restate what you've already said. What I want to ask you is, if you're summing up Cooper Kupp's legacy in Los Angeles and you're saying this is what he did, or if, in 15 years, if your kid says, tell me what Cooper Kupp was like on the Rams, what are you going to tell them?
I would say the perfect example. I was blessed to be able to watch him in this offseason do things outside of football and how consistent he is in those things as well, and being a father and a husband. And then I've been able to see for the past 2 years, watch him operate inside the football facility and what it takes to be a professional football wide receiver and to be one of the best to do it. And the best example.
Yeah, that's well put. Give me your favorite Sean McVay play call of all time. They say since you've been in the building.
Shoot. I know there are some. Yeah, I like the one-worder ones that make it easy. That means we're going no huddle. It's just something I don't. Everybody's just got to remember it all through that one word, and he normally comes up with a good kind of mnemonic device for everybody to try to remember, and it kind of speaks to everybody. But sometimes they're just random words too.
Does it take you a while, to get it's just so, as you said, one word can mean a million words. Obviously, we know some of the verbiage there and how complicated it can get. In the McVay system, a lot of stress gets put on the players. Did it take you a while to get up to speed just to figure out what was going on?
100%. Trying to be in some of the walkthroughs and take advantage of those reps and see how it goes. Makes it super fun because they require everybody communicating on the same page. It's a lot of different moving parts, and Matthew does a good job, and Coach makes sure that everybody's communicating, and he's very precise on how he wants it to be. So it requires you to be on your toes at all the time, but it makes it fun because then there's a little bit of a competitive edge to learning some of the plays and being able to move super fast on the football field because you know what you're doing. All
right, let's dork out a little bit. You played against the Eagles team a couple weeks ago. You had 97 yards. Tell me about what this defense... First of all, what makes them good, just from something I wouldn't notice just watching them?
I think when you don't have to rush extra guys at the quarterback and you can get there, it allows the back half of your defense to play a little bit more simpler. Yeah. There's not a lot of things that you really ask them to do. They cover a lot of space. There's extra bodies out there, so it feels like you're running 3 against 8 all the time. But I think run after catch is going to be huge, I think, for the Chiefs. And obviously Patrick Mahomes is one of the best at extending plays. So trying to keep him in the pocket and not allow him to extend those plays, whether it's with his arm or with his legs.
They're good at both those things. The Chiefs are good at both those things. Yeah. Mahomes is going to find a way out of the pocket. They've been doing yak all year.
Yeah. So
I think they're going to figure it out. I think the Chiefs are going to figure it out. We've got a bunch of players here. We know what it's going to be. It's going to be 26-24. 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And everybody in the world knows Kelsey's about to get a little option route and just kind of labor down the field.
Yeah. And hopefully it doesn't really work out like that. We can't give him the script early.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's amazing to see what he's able to do. Vic Fangio has changed that defense year over year. Was there anything just schematically that they were doing that you thought was interesting just when you saw them last week, 2 weeks ago?
I think there were definitely some opportunities when you saw that. I know that they were trying to get some double coverage onto me or Cooper, or certain trying to pick their moments to double somebody. And I think the Chiefs have a great quarterback and obviously a good amount of wide receivers who can provide them some challenges on a defensive end. So it'll be interesting to see how they choose those spots.
Cool. Quick hitters. Best defensive back you've played against so far in the NFL?
I got a chance to play against Jalen Ramsey this year, and I would say that was a good one.
Still the guy. He's still going, man.
Yeah.
What makes him good?
Man, most DBs just don't have that size and speed. And somebody who's shown that he's not scared of the physicality, but man, when he gets up there at the line of scrimmage, it feels like you're playing again. It's like a defensive end just lined up in front of you, and it's hard because he can move really fast as well.
Tell me something we don't know about Puka Nacua. Like, tell me an interest, a hobby, something that would surprise people.
Shoot, I guess it is bowling. I had a bowling class in high school. That's how I kind of started getting bowling. My basketball coach was the teacher of the bowling class, so I'd be in high school and we'd be down at the bowling alley. And I'd be in there, so I average about a 200 score. I think I'm pretty good. I'm pretty decent at bowling. Like I have my own bowling ball. I don't got my own shoes. I got a kind of a big foot, so it wouldn't be fun carrying those around.
We'll work on the shoes. Just keep saying in these interviews, and somebody will notice.
Yeah, 100%. That's why it's super fun to do stuff like the GoBowling.com and Pepsi. We're teaming up. We have a bowling event tomorrow, and it's like it's fun because I think I'm good at bowling, so I hopefully there's somebody who's ready to challenge me and see if they can take the best score tomorrow. But I'm excited to have some fun, and it'll be fun. There are other NFL players there, and if you go to GoBowling.com, they're going to give you a free coupon for a free bowling game. And who doesn't love free bowling? It's a chance to get some good bowling pizza. So I think that's always great.
200. I'm shocked by this. What's your high?
280.
Good Lord.
I try. I mean, I haven't hit 300, so I wouldn't say I'm necessarily good.
I don't really know.
That was 280. It was I think I had
two
frames that were left open, but
were they late or early?
They were early.
Okay.
So, but I'm planning. I'm starting off with 3 turkeys tomorrow, so I'm gonna be ready.
Let's get going here. Yep. Let's get you 300 by the next.
3 turkeys. I'm starting with the turkey tomorrow.
There you go. So a couple quick ones. We'll do something called badasses. Biggest badass you've ever been a teammate with, and I think there's a couple candidates. You probably mentioned them earlier, but you have the floor. Who's your badass?
Ooh, of all my, I guess the 2 years of my career.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm for sure going Aaron Donald. I mean, it's hard to beat that guy, man. To be able to see him live and what it's like to play with him, and the intensity and the pure physical specimen that he is, made watching football really fun.
I love that. Anything else we need to know about Go Bowling and Pepsi?
Be there tomorrow if you're out here in the New Orleans area. Go get your free coupon on GoBowling.com, and we'll see you drinking some good Pepsis tomorrow.
Thanks, Puka.
Thank you.